Welcome everyone again. We have the captain of Ireland with us. Clinical performance today, Gary. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I suppose a bit of a tough one to analyse, but we did our job that we needed to do. We're sitting top of the group now, so I suppose we've put the pressure back on Oman a little bit to make sure they go and get a result tomorrow. And obviously, if they do that, then hopefully that'll be enough to get us second spot.
Thank you. We would like to open the floor for questions from the media over here. Would you have questions? Yeah.
The Jersey captain yesterday described your performance as a professional performance from a professional team. I suppose that's what you're trying to, you're working towards. And
well, yeah,
happy he's done it again today, basically.
Yeah, we are a professional team, so he's not wrong there, and I suppose that's decent praise. Look, it's two games, yesterday and today, that we would expect to win, but we have to still put in a performance to be able to do so, and I thought we were very good with the ball both days.
And as you say, you're hoping for a favour from Jersey now?
Yeah, I'll have a good old chat with Lee Malloy maybe tonight. He's done a bit of work with the Northern Knights back home, so maybe a bit of inside knowledge there. Look, all we can do is concentrate on ourselves, I guess, but it would be great if Jersey could turn Oman over tomorrow, but if not, quite often momentum wins these tournaments, so hopefully you can play the best cricket towards the back end of them, not the front end.
And your second, and if you are second, you play on the night game, which are probably more comfortable than the afternoon game.
Is that right?
On the Tuesday.
Okay. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference in the stadium in Dubai. The wickets look like they've been pretty reasonable there for the first couple of games up in the stadium, so I think the stadium in Dubai will probably suit us a little bit more than the stadium here.
I inadvertently said that Craig Young took 3 wickets yesterday. It was 24 hours early. Another very impressive performance by him, wasn't it?
He was good. I think all our bowlers were pretty good. Young, it's great to see him sitting, having sat on the bench for the first 4 games, to be able to come in and put in performances. And I've said many times that I'm really happy with our bench, and I think that Youngie's performances over the last few days have shown that.
And as you say, one more win now gets you to the World Cup, which is...
It does, yeah.
Objective still to win the tournament?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, whilst we're still in with a chance of winning the tournament, that's still our objective.
Peter Dalpena with ESPN Cricket Info. Just the decision by Nigeria to bat at the toss. Were you surprised by that?
I think they've batted first every time they've won the toss, have they? So no, we thought if they won the toss, they would bat. We'd done our homework in terms of run rates and stuff like that, and we were a little bit unsure what the best way to go to maximise our run rate. It may well have been, if we were really sure about the pitch, really sure it was going to be a good pitch, the best way to maximise our run rate probably would have been to bat first, and bat them right out of the game, and then hopefully restrict them to 60 or 70. But saying that, whatever we did, we knew we had a good chance of maximising our run rate. So I wasn't surprised by their decision to win the toss and bat now.
When you're coming up against a team like that, who wasn't really showing much intent, and it's almost becomes more challenging at times to take wickets in this kind of situation when they're really blocking a lot of deliveries just to kind of stretch the 20 overs. How do you alter your bowling plans in an effort to try and prize out those wickets in that kind of situation?
Well, we had 5 men, if not 6 men, in the ring for quite a lot of their innings to try and entice them to hit the ball over, but we can't play shots for them. We've got our spinners. I asked the spinners to bowl a little bit slower to try and entice them to play a few shots, but at the same time, we knew that if they got in around the sort of 60 to 80 mark and we knocked it off within, I think, 8 overs, if they got 80, we would go to the top of the log. So it wasn't so much about wickets really for us. It was more about restricting them to a score where we felt we could chase quickly.
And then Craig Young, one of the things that stood out was his change of pace. He really produced a good chunk of the wickets he took by just keeping them off balance with mixing in the slower balls with the full pace deliveries. How would you evaluate how he performed in the situation?
I thought, we spoke about it after his first over, and it was quite clear that the Nigerian batters were more comfortable with sort of one-pace deliveries. They were able to set themselves almost, and that was a that we felt that was an opportunity then to go to the youngies change-ups. He's got very good change-ups, so yeah, very pleased with the way he bowled.
It's been reported that David Delaney's knee injury could a recovery period of 3 to 6 months. Is that would you have believed?
I don't know where if you've heard that, you've heard it before me. So we're waiting on the scan. We haven't had the scan results yet.
You haven't had them yet?
We haven't had
Well,
the
then
scan
I don't
results
know.
yet from the UAE. So we need to just. I think it may well be reported on by now. Whenever we get back to the hotel, but Mark hasn't been on Wi-Fi or anything, so he hasn't had any. To my knowledge, he hasn't had any notification from the guys who did the scan last night. He had a scan at 5 o'clock last night, and we hadn't had the results this morning when we turned up to the ground. He's a bit stiff and sore, but he hasn't had the scan results as far as I know yet.
So you've no idea what about next week then?
No.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Gary.
Okay.
Thank you so much.